We're just gonna skip the intro.
Wake up, maggot! It's time for your annual race war!
Oh boy.
You didn't want to be in a race war? Well, too bad. You're in one. Your skin color is your uniform, soldier. Black people on this side, white people on this side, Italians.
Who knows?
We'll figure it out later. Attention! Which one of you lily lickers mixed the white Monster Energy with the Kool-Aid pineapples? How many
Oh my god. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're easily triggered, you might wanna not watch this episode.
times do I have to tell you? No mixing. Now get suited up, soldier. You're heading into your first battle. The comment section of a Nick Fuentes Instagram reel. Godspeed.
Oh boy. Can you be racist against white people?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of I am your host, Shoe Head. You may know me as Timu Boxy, or perhaps the woman who footmogged Hassan Piker. Thank you. Thank you. I know a few of you have come here from that last video, so hello new friends, and old friends, please say hello to the new friends. Do not scare them away. One of the biggest things that happened when I was gone was the conclusion to the Karmelo Anthony trial. Now, for those of you who are unaware, for those of you who have no idea what has been going on, don't worry about it, kid. No, but what happened was last year during a Texas high school track meet, Karmelo Anthony, a 19-year-old student, and Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old student, got into a heated dispute after Karmelo...
Wait, Karmelo was 19? I thought Karmelo was 17. That's besides the point. Let's just keep
Karmelo entered Austin's tent, which was like a rivalry school's tent. An argument followed, and then allegedly Karmelo said, "Touch me and see what happens." And so Austin shoved him, and Karmelo pulled a knife out, and yeah. Austin then passed away in his brother's arms. Court argued that that use of force with a knife was completely unjustified, that a single shove did not justify a deadly response. During the trial, jurors listened to witnesses' accounts of the events, reviewed video evidence, and after a few days, the jury found Karmelo Anthony guilty, and he was sentenced to 35 years in
a few days. It was more like a couple hours. It wasn't that long.
Prison. And everyone accepted that outcome because they understand how the law works and they respect our justice system.
Right.
Haha.
Wrong. Of course.
Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
Oh wow.
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion here.
These kinds
Like I said in the video that I talked about it, we do not stand with these people.
of face-to-face, emotion-rising, shouting matches really do no good.
In this video, we are going to discuss the insane reactions to the Karmelo Anthony trial, read some tweets, watch some TikToks, as well as debunk a bunch of misinformation because I am just tired of seeing the same ridiculous regurgitated talking points repeated ad nauseum by hundreds and thousands of people just believing it as gospel, hyping themselves up into a race war. No, I am not kidding. That is how bad it is getting. Growing up, I was always told not to judge people based on their appearance, that it didn't matter what gender you were, what your sexuality was, didn't matter if you were short or tall or fat or thin. I was always told that skin color was not important, and it's not. But you know what is important? Your skin's health. So before we get into the video, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor.
Alright, that was a good transfer.
Shaving. Have you ever wondered what shaving cream is actually doing to your skin? It's fluffy, it's airy, it looks like it's protecting your skin. But the main ingredient in most of these cans is actually propellant. That's what makes it foam up. But the foam is mostly just volume, not function. And the thing that matters when you shave is glide, not volume. There's actually a clinical study that measured the skin irritation after shaving, and it showed that regular shaving foam actually causes more irritation than just shaving with water alone. Not just slightly more, measurably more. Aftershave bombs are also doing something similar.
Just learn something new,
Come on,
apparently.
you get the little cooling tingle, and you're like, that means it's working. Wrong. That tingle is just menthol activating cold receptors in your skin. It doesn't actually reduce inflammation or heal anything. It does nothing. A lot of guys end up treating the feeling of irritation rather than the irritation itself. Shaving is one of the most aggressive things men do to their skin on a daily basis. The blade passes over the same spot multiple times, stripping off the top layer of your skin, and then your skin is exposed and then loses all its moisture. But men just like rinse off and call it a day. So you got a shaving product that's mostly air, an aftershave that's mostly sensation, and a window between that nobody's addressing. And that's where Henson's 3-step routine comes into play. Step 1, the cleanser. Clears your skin of debris and softens the hair for a smoother shave, followed by a shaving cream that skips the propellants and reduces the friction between the blade and your
I gotta
skin.
cut that out.
Thing a shaving cream is supposed to do. And once you're done shaving, their post-shave balm helps hydrate and restore your skin's natural moisture barrier, supporting real recovery. Instead of
How
just
long
signaling
is
to
this
your silly
ad?
brain that, ooh, something soothing is happening. So if you want a shaving routine that actually leaves your skin better off and doesn't just feel like it's doing that, check out Henson's 3-step shaving kit. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/June and use code JUNE at checkout after adding your kit to the cart to get free shipping on your order. I know a lot of men just ignore skincare, and trust me, as someone who is going to be a dermatologist, men think they're not aging until one day they wake up and they're their dad. Take care of your skin. This is a great start, and your skin will thank you for it. Big thanks to Henson for sponsoring this video.
I got
and
good
thank
skin,
you,
right, guys?
viewer, for
Yeah.
not skipping
Good
the
skin.
ad. Great. Now let's get back to the video. So let's not waste any more time and get straight into this, shall we? They found him guilty so fast right before Juneteenth. These folks playing in our faces.
So the plan was to find a black person to send to jail on Juneteenth. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. Listen. Okay.
Carmelo's only
We'll just let
crime
him
was
go.
not allowing himself to get beat down by a white man.
Of
Carmelo will
course.
get out of prison. That boy ain't getting out of the grave. If he kept his hands to himself, he'd still be enjoying his white privilege today. White people are not victims of racism. You can't be a victim of a system you created. Hey,
That's so crazy. Most of these people have never experienced what their ancestors experienced. Okay. All right.
23-year-old white guy who can't find a job and still lives with your parents. Did you know you created the entire system we're in right now, and therefore it's totally acceptable to hate you and be racist towards you? This is the same stupid shit they say to men, like, oh, you created the patriarchy. Like, who the
Literally.
fuck are you talking about? Joe Schmo working at Chipotle didn't create shit. The system isn't benefiting white people at all. It's not benefiting anyone except the rich and powerful. The racism
Right,
equals
no matter what color
prejudice
you
plus
are.
power. Bullshit really one-shotted these people, huh? Only a black child can be minding their business, get ambushed, bullied, and pushed around, and become the aggressor
This
for
is
protecting
crazy.
himself. But he was quite literally not minding his own business. He was in a rival's team tent and was asked to leave like a dozen times. Witnesses say he started escalating it into a fight.
Even
and
his
it
own
stabbed
friends
someone in
said
the
it.
fucking heart. That's not minding your business. Why did they hire that horrible lawyer? Had to be the worst defense in history. Absolutely no reason Carmelo shouldn't have testified. We gotta do better with who we hire to represent us. Plenty of black lawyers in Texas. His family raised like $1 million on GoFundMe and then blew it all on a new house and a fucking Cadillac. So then they had to get a public defender. That baby was sentenced to 35 years.
She's not
I
a
love
baby.
the community note. That murderer was sentenced to 35 years. Black people, please carry more than a pocket knife. Get their asses before they can get you. What the hell do you mean, get their asses before they can get you? That's
Right. Who are you getting? And isn't that what Carmelo did?
literally what Carmelo did. He
Right,
got
there you
Austin's
go.
ass. He killed him. Why the fuck are they acting like Carmelo was the one who died? 35 years on your first offense is over sentencing. Yeah, there has to be a retrial. This is blatant injustice. First offense. And the offense in question is murder. Your
Right.
Honor,
Okay, Andrew Williams said it best. Okay.
There are 4 different types of black Americans. Blacks, Negroes, niggas.
We do not claim these.
it was only his first murder. 35 years
Right.
ago, killing a Nazi got you a Purple Heart, but
Oh,
now that
God.
a German American
Oh,
is
my
president, it
God.
gets you a life sentence.
Of
All white
course.
people deserve no mercy. Now Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old, is a Nazi because he was white. Also, 35 years ago.
Crazy word.
Does this dude think World War II was
Right.
in 1991? Black Americans, arm
I don't even know what to say to that one.
yourselves. This country is a World War II was in 1991. Black Americans, arm
Yeah.
yourselves. This country is
Okay.
officially a terrorist state of white supremacists.
Oh,
you have
is
no
it?
reason to abide by or follow any more laws in this country. Law enforcement and these politicians are all
Right.
terrorists. Let
You know what's funny about that? If what this person was saying is accurate, they would post this and then they would be held accountable for their posts. But I guarantee you this person's living, breathing, enjoying their day, even though they posted this stupid ass shit.
it all fall. Time for judgment. Just as I suspected. Schizophrenia. I recommend logging the off. Do these people
Right.
just live in a completely different reality? A guy gets put in prison for murder, and they're like, wow, what's the point of even following the law anymore? Having a black son gotta be the tops of fears. I'm going insane. It was the white son that was murdered. Why are they acting like the black son was murdered? Why are you scared of having a black son in this context? Oh, I'm so scared my son will stab someone and go to jail one day. Like, what? What? It's only self-defense when a black kid dies. Literally, multiple
God.
witnesses, including black witnesses, including Karmelo's own friends, said that
Right.
Karmelo was the aggressor in the situation. Also,
If Carmelo would have stabbed a black kid, this wouldn't have been as big a news, and most of these people wouldn't have even cared.
just in general,
Yeah.
murder is not the acceptable punishment for a shove, for
Exactly.
a push. That's not how that works. 50,000 likes on that bullshit, by the way. 50,000 people saw that and were like, hell yeah. Black kids are the only kids who can't afford to make mistakes without dire consequences. Your Honor, it was a mistake. My client did a little oopsie poopsie. A little fucky wucky ooh woo, if you will. Black people are held to a higher standard than every other race. We are expected to be perfect, while others are given grace, excuses, and— Hey, stop. Just
Yeah,
a
please,
reminder that this
stop.
is all in context of the Karmelo Anthony situation. So the held to a higher standard, in this case, the higher standard of do not stab people. I'm sorry, okay, go on.
Right.
One mistake by a black person gets used to judge an entire community. Oops, I fell and my knife accidentally stabbed your heart.
Austin fell onto Carmelo's knife trying to attack him
That's crazy
because
work.
the knife is 3.5 inches. The cut was only 2.
I'm crashing.
I don't even like Dr. Umar Johnson. He can go too, all right? We don't claim him neither, all right? Well, this is ridiculous. Like, this, I don't... okay. Oh my God, the cope is crazy.
Yeah, I'm crashing the fuck out.
Yeah.
Please let
We
the next
both
one
are crashing.
be somewhat rational. Y'all
Probably
gentlemen
not.
are so fucking dumb. Y'all
You see what she said, gentlemen, too? Oh my God. I like Shoe on Head. She's funny.
really thought that he was gonna get away with stabbing that kid to death. I can tell a lot of you
Right.
were raised by hoes. Finally,
Right.
a normal, sane
Normal
person.
guy.
A strong black father tells you early that you can't get away with the same shit whites do. Oh god damn it! Had me in the first half. When do white
Almost.
people get away with stabbing?
Almost. Right. Right.
What is this?
This is crazy work.
Where do these people live? Earth 2? Culture. When you get called for jury duty, do that shit. Make sure you do your part in serving justice. Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Karmelo Anthony.
First off, he spelled Carmelo wrong. With a K, not a C. That's number one. Number two, so you're saying throw the trial? You know, which is ironic because the 3 black jurors that could have been on the jury were stricken because they said they couldn't remain impartial.
Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Karmelo Anthony.
Yeah, of course.
Every black defendant in every court case everywhere is a murderer. Are you sure that's what you want to go with? I love how he's basically like, go do jury duty so you can go blindly support any black person regardless of what they did. What the like?
Sure.
I don't support every white person. Some of you are dumb. What's wild is
Very dumb.
wasn't even like a cop kills black guy thing where like there might be some debate about like police brutality and over
Right, this
policing
is
and things like that.
clear
No,
and
this
cut.
was just straight up a black kid stabbed a white kid, and they're losing their
Exactly.
minds because he's going to prison over it. Fascinating.
Carmelo Anthony had been white.
Amazing.
Not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. The only reason
What?
Carmelo Anthony was convicted
Dear white people, I know you don't claim him.
was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country,
Right.
and Carmelo Anthony was black.
Wow, thanks for the input, gay Colonel Sanders. I fucking hate the Yellowstone hicklib bit. Oh, I'm a big tough country cowboy. Y'all better not say damn slurs around here. Yeehaw! Wow, just freaking wow. Disgusting. This is not justice. This is trying to make an example. Dear white people, don't let this verdict
Okay.
fool you. You'll still get fucked up playing the Austin games. Don't let this verdict of a guy who stabbed someone fool you. You're still gonna get stabbed. What? Strong suspicion that a lot of pro-Carmelo stuff I see here is some psyop.
Bro.
This is what I tried to tell myself for like 6
Oh
years
my
about the
God.
online left. It's all a CIA psyop from the billionaires to make leftism look as unappealing as possible to the working class. Of course, an
Copium.
all-white jury found a black boy guilty for defending himself. Fuck you, racist white pieces of shit. Fuck you, racist white pieces of shit. That sounds extremely racist. Black
You
people
think?
can't be racist, stupid hoe. It was not
Oh,
an
really?
all-white jury. There were
Right.
Asian people, there
And
were Hispanic
Hispanics.
people, and the
Right.
black people, they did ask to do jury duty in this case, turned it down because they admitted they would be too biased. Like, they literally said they would just vote not guilty because Karmelo is black. On one hand,
Which is
I
insane.
appreciate the honesty.
Right.
On the other hand, what the f***?
If they say, can you be fair? Don't say, no, I'm not finna put a black man in jail. Don't say that. Don't say, I hate white people and I don't care what he did. Don't do that. That's what people were doing in this case. Okay. And then everybody's like in an uproar because there's no black people on the jury when damn near
We don't claim these two. We do not claim these two, okay?
half of the black people who could have been on the jury canceled themselves out. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Don't do that. Y'all be regular.
Overruled.
Just be regular.
Oh God.
That's right. Get in there and lie to the court so you can free a person because he murdered a white guy. Incredible stuff. Also, I like how they said, just be regular. Just be regular. Just get on the jury so you can free the murderer. Then return to acting irregular. This case is really affecting me, making me want to go to law school and fight for my people. I'm sorry. I'm confused. Your people being murderers? Is that what you're talking about?
So-
Murderers? Your people being murderers? Also, if by some miracle you happen to get into law school, you'll be disappointed to find out that intentionally stabbing someone and killing them is in
Is
fact
murder.
regardless of what your skin color is. And there were some people coming at me like, oh, I bet you'll defend Chud the Builder. And like,
Right.
first of all, who
No.
the f is Chud the Builder? This is how I know I'm getting old. They keep making these random fucking streamers in a vat overnight and then like releasing them. Did you hear about PP Boy 57? Like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know who that is. If Chud the Builder killed someone, or in this case, attempted to kill someone, then
Right.
he should face consequences for that. Yes. Okay, your turn. Should Karmelo Anthony face consequences? No? Oh, that's weird. Looks like only one of us is the hypocrite here. See, I'm
Or
not like you.
racist.
I have a functioning brain and an IQ of probably maybe over 100. I can
And this is why I said it in other videos. I'm like, there's no point in arguing with these people because nothing's going to get through to them. They live under this victim mentality where they're being oppressed because of the color of their skin. When in all true reality, what's really going on is that they've come up short in multiple aspects of their life. And instead of being able to be accountable for coming up short, what they do is they blame everything around them because then it allows them to feel better about themselves and about the shortcomings that they produced from the actions they've taken.
look at things on a case-by-case basis and
Right,
not
they can't.
blindly support or attack something. Like a mindless drone. Let's go see what they're saying over on Blue Sky, shall we?
Oh God,
Fellow
not
white
Blue
people.
Sky. Yes. Well, not me.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done again. Bye. Stay out of black people's mentions about Karmelo Anthony.
Oh, of
We are the
course.
reason not one black juror was seated. We are the reason
What?
that an appeal filed on those grounds will surely fail. We are the reason Jim Crow is once again law of the land. Oh my god! What has
Wow.
the country come to when a man can't freely murder another man in cold blood and get away with it? Literally Jim Crow. Yeah, white people cannot be trusted after this trial with Karmelo Anthony. Honestly, that 35-year sentence coming down on the teenager Karmelo Anthony felt like a proxy for a lynching. Karmelo Anthony defended himself
God.
against two white supremacists. Now that black people stand up for themselves, white fragility is taking over. They simply can't handle it. He saved himself from being lynched, and now he has to spend decades in prison. F***ing racist country. Huh? He was being lynched? Yes. Do these people live in the Netflix adaptation version of reality or something? What is going on? Stabby, jail. No stabby, no jail. The only
You can't put it any simpler. My grandpa once told me, some people are just here to consume more oxygen. He might be right. He might be right.
reason Karmelo was convicted is because he was black.
Why?
If this was
Oh,
a
of
white boy,
course.
there would never be charges files. I decree
What?
that the people who was involved with this case will begin to reap the unjust decision upon their own head to 1,000 generation.
Right.
All you bigoted racist people. An all-white jury. Of course Karmelo Anthony would be convicted. Not an all-white jury. Yes, an all-white jury. Stop trying to
wasn't.
make excuses for racism. No, not an
Right,
all-white
it
jury.
was not.
Who are they trying to convince? Other people or
Or
themselves?
themselves.
Anyone
Right.
defending Karmelo Anthony knows that they're not defending him in good faith. Karmelo is obviously guilty of a murder that he intentionally instigated. Defending murderers like this only hurts the black community. We need to hold ourselves accountable and hold ourselves to a higher standard. Oh my god, a normal person on
Right.
blue sky. Bro,
He's
what are you
normal.
doing? Get out of there. Go, run! An all-white jury in Texas convicted Karmelo Anthony of murder. Proof that the US never ended the practice of lynching. They let the courts do it instead. You don't have to support what
Wow.
Karmelo Anthony did to recognize the problem with sentencing a child to spend 35 years in prison based off of the deliberations of an all-white jury. Said it again, award! Said it again, award! All-white jury! All-white jury! It's time
Definitely
to
not.
play Horseshoe Theory! Contestant number 1. Here is the tweet. Stop sending your kids to these race schools.
Oh, stop sending your
What?
kids to these black schools. Definitely a white supremacist.
Oh, I'm sorry. The tweet is stop sending your kids to these white
Right.
schools. And it came from the account Dapper Domo, who is black. You know what that means?
He's right. I guess I don't know. What does
That's
it mean?
right, ladies and gentlemen. Into the pit! Stop bringing non-black people into black spaces. Teach your kids to defend
was at
themselves by any
school.
means possible. Keep your black kids in black spaces as much as possible.
Oh,
Keep your
God.
black children away from these devils.
If we had segregation still, none of this would have happened.
What the is wrong with these people? Am I living in the Twilight Zone? Am I crazy, guys? No, seriously. Like, let me know in the comment.
He wouldn't have had no interactions with any white boy because we would have been in an
Right.
all-black school.
So he
We're
would just
going to
kill
reverse
a black
engineer
kid.
segregation, aren't we? But wokely. We don't want those evil white people drinking out of the same water fountain as us, am I right? Honestly, my honest, real opinion about this, my hot take of the video, everybody, here it comes. Lukewarm, microwaved, 4-day-old mac and cheese take, here it comes. If they want to go make their own, like, all-black schools,
Right,
all-black
let 'em.
towns, they should be allowed to. Go for it. Black people want to go create Wakanda? They should be able to. But white people should be allowed to create Agartha. If people want to
Exactly.
willingly segregate
It's
themselves,
fairness.
they should be allowed to go ahead and do that. Dead ass, who cares? Everyone else can live in a desegregated society. They can go have their ethnostates. But you know, there is only one side that will not be able to do that. I always wondered though, let's say they do make a white ethnostate. What counts as white? Because 100 years ago, I would
Sure.
not have counted as white. I'm Ellis Island Mystery Meat. You know this. Is there like
Ellis Island mystery meat is crazy work. What?
a one drop rule? Do they like whip out the eye chart at the gate and they're like, ah yes, A10s. You may enter. Is Brittany Fenty allowed in the white ethnostate? Honestly, she's like an honorary Aryan at this point. She white mogs me. Anyway, we are getting distracted.
crazy.
Where were we? Ah yes, hell. We were in hell. I'm black. I haven't stabbed anyone in the chest after being asked to leave a tent.
Wow.
I'm not in prison. I'm free. It's not hard to
Yeah.
not commit a crime. Listen,
Look, a
I
normal
appreciate
one.
the sentiment here, but how did we get to a point where this is like a breath of fresh air? Let's check the replies.
Right, very
Hopefully
scary.
People are agreeing. Shut your hoe ass up. Emmett Till
Of
didn't commit a
course.
crime either. What happened to him? You're
Oh,
not black.
God.
You're not black. You're a boy. You ain't black. You may be.
What? You're not black. You're not black because you're not siding with the person who committed a crime, who was then found guilty by a jury of his peers. Did I miss something?
Black, but you ain't black. Yes, because being black is supporting all black people everywhere regardless of what they have done. All the
Right.
normal black people are just called, like, pick-me's. They're called pick-me's for having a brain and not going along with this race grievance bullshit. Every time, like, they speak out about this, they're just called the C word, you know what I mean? The term for this animal. Is that a slur? Like, I know what that's like to a degree. Granted, it's over me making
It probably
like,
is a
women
slur,
on
I don't know.
TikTok. But, like, I know what it's like watching people in your community act like fucking morons. I feel you, my
Right.
my brothers. Oh my
Oh shit. That's funny.
god, editor, edit that out. Edit that out. By the way, if you want
No.
an uncensored, uncucked version of this video and all the videos a day early, sign up to be a member on my Patreon. Link down below. All Patreon members get the uncensored, uncucked version. You can hear me say fucking shit and anyway, let's get back to the video. Oh my god.
This is a racist ass country. In a racist
I'm tired of these Black Panthers. I'm so tired of them. Like, look at her. What are you actually going to do? You're not a leader. First off, you're out of shape. You're just being a grifter, okay? It's really that simple. This is ridiculous. People like this needs to literally be ostracized out of society. As a matter of fact, now I understand in Sparta why they kick people off the fucking cliff.
This is Sparta!
This is a racist ass court. There ain't nothing else to talk about.
Should lay off the cornbread.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was staring at her titties the whole time. Those are giant titties. Just left the courthouse, and any white person can get it for real.
God. You know, he looks like the kind of person who's gonna be like, oh, you need my license? Yes, officer, it's in my pocket. Can I grab it?
I don't give a fuck it. Dig Austin Metcalf up and stab his ass again. Apparently, a bunch of people on
Crazy
TikTok are
work.
doing the Austin Bop, where they dance to a song made about Austin Metcalf's murder while reenacting the stabbing.
Austin Bop, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck you gonna stop me? Going out back Marlo at the box.
They were also making AI photos of themselves pissing on Austin's grave. You know, I was always told not to judge people by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
No, we're judging these fools.
Boy, am I judging these people by the content of their character. What the f? These people are freaks. Martin Luther King Jr. would be rolling in his grave looking at all this. Karmelo Anthony, a black teenager, has been sentenced to 35 years in prison after being convicted by a jury with no black jurors.
Again.
God, here we go again. No black jurors. Who is this moron? Who is this idiot? Oh! Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter. Wonderful. Awesome.
What?
I'm done.
That's
I'm done.
crazy
It's
word.
been a good 12 years.
I didn't even know that.
But I'm done. Channel's done. Video's over. It's officially broke me. I'm done. Go watch Moist Critical. Go watch Asmongold. I'm done.
And right off the bat, man, free Karmelo.
I'm really trying. I'm trying to not let the intrusive thoughts win, I swear, but his girlfriend has to wipe her face after he kisses her. Like, bro, like, you couldn't... I'm gonna get crucified for this. I don't care.
Free Karmelo. Straight up. I don't give a fuck about no white lives. F that cracker. We smoking on that Austin Pat. I don't care anymore. Because...
You ever seen somebody so ugly you just have to stare at them? Yeah, this is him. As a matter of fact, I'm curious what his parents look like. Alright, maybe I should just stop. I'm gonna stop now.
Ain't no good in this shit. It ain't nothing good that's in this shit. But they trying to lay the law down. All that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up.
Like, I don't care anymore because it ain't no good in that shit. It ain't nothing good that's in this shit. But they try to lay the law down up that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up.
What did he even say? What was it? There's a specific word that comes to mind. It starts with an R.
Beautifully said. Thank you, sir.
There isn't a black American on earth that is surprised by what just happened to Karmelo Anthony. Not one black face in that jury box,
guilty.
not one peer, not
there
one person who has ever navigated this country in melanated skin. And if you think that doesn't matter, then you haven't been paying attention to the last 400 years of American history because you don't want to. This is not new. This is the system working exactly as it was designed.
First of all, the Black Panther LARP is cringe. It's gotta go.
Extremely
this
cringe.
isn't the 1960s. You aren't protesting segregation. You're making a fucking TikTok video, okay? Second of all, this is the system working exactly how it was designed. Yeah, I'd hope. When you kill someone, you go to jail. Like, am I missing something? It was actually a refreshing change that the system was working for once. I'm tired of waking up to headlines like, man who raped corpse on subway gets 5 years in jail. Like, I'm not kidding. That was like a...
What? Wow. Oh my god. Oh, what? I didn't even... What? 5 years in prison? Nah, listen. Gulag. Right to the... Listen, you're crushing big rocks into little rocks for the rest of your life. You know, society would be so much better if they just removed these people completely. There'd be a lot of things we don't have to worry about.
The real headline I saw the other day.
I'm gonna say it since nobody else can say it.
Bro. No. Bro, can you just put the fries in the back, please? Don't do this. Don't do this.
Austin,
Of course.
Glad your ass dead. Austin, fuck his family, and I hope they get this message and have a up day in here, Austin. I hope you over there burning up, bitch.
I'm so proud of y'all for killing that white boy. See, they not used to this happening to them, y'all. My only problem is it should happen more. Can we please pick a day where we just them white people up? Matter of fact,
If I haven't said it enough for the record, we do not claim these people. Okay, they are not a part of the civilized version. Okay, kick them into the hole in Sparta, please.
I wish I knew where the little white boy grave was so I can go spit on that bitch.
How the are any of these videos still up? There were so many of these videos. Are these people like CIA psyops? I'm doing it again.
Bro.
This got so bad that people were actually going out and assaulting white people to get
Really?
revenge. Obviously, I can't show these videos.
Oh
but there
yeah,
were
yeah. I seen
multiple
this one. This is
instances
crazy.
of this. These people live
Crazy.
in a
Crazy. Dude walked up to him and smacked him and said, "Oh, I thought you was a juror on Karmelo Anthony case." Like, bro, what? What's wrong with you?
delusional alternate reality, and they're becoming radicalized to take revenge for shit that isn't even fucking happening. But like every other fucking week, I have to read another stupid New York Times article about how like 20-year-old white boys are being radicalized into the alt-right because they watch Jordan Peterson or some shit. Like, fuck you. And like people have been so brainwashed to believe
Peterson,
that they're
of all people,
racist
is
because
not
they post like edgy memes. No, you're not fucking racist with your 4chan memes. These people are racists. You're like a level 1, maybe level 2 racist. These are like level 9 racists. You have no idea what racism is. I've seen your friend groups. Racist friend groups do not care what race you are as long as you are also racist. These
Listen. Yeah, we all have a friend group. We all have a chat. I don't know about y'all, but I got plenty of friends where we're in one chat, and the shit we say to each other, if it was ever public, I'd probably be in jail.
people are significantly more racist than you will ever be. Hell, even the KKK, level 10 racists, wore hoods to conceal their identity. These people are out here posting
That's so true.
full government name and face.
I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more.
You could just tell them not to stab anybody. That's probably a start.
Deadass got to look at my sweet innocent son one day and explain to him that people hate us simply because we were born black. What am I supposed to tell my son? I don't fucking know. Not to kill people? Like, okay, sorry. I don't know what it's like to be black, okay? I don't know. Maybe it's a completely different experience that I will never understand. But in this case, nobody is hating Karmelo because he is black.
Right.
They are hating Karmelo
because he
killed someone. I basically said this on Twitter, and some liberal account was like, remember when Shu was a leftist? Ah yes, the famous leftist policy, being pro-murder. I remember back when Shu on Head was pro-murder. Silly me! How could I fall so far? Leftism isn't about wealth inequality or workers' rights, no. It's about letting black people stab white people. Clearly. To be completely honest, I have seen what being a good leftist is to you people, and with all due respect, you fucking
No, thank you.
We also know now that yes, Karmelo Anthony may have had a tool in his backpack.
Tool,
he shouldn't have brought it
Okay.
to a track meet, but it was there. It had a 3.5-inch blade, but also in that backpack, he had snacks. He had school puzzles, and he had a cross.
Your Honor, yes, the defendant may have had a knife, but he also had Cool Ranch Doritos. I rest my case. Real lawyer, by the way. That woman is a real lawyer.
Don't hire her. You're going to jail. You're going to jail for a long time.
Lawyer. There were thousands and thousands of videos and tweets just like this. You probably get the point. These weren't just like cherry picked. They were everywhere. But it wasn't just Twitter nobodies and blue sky nobodies. There was also sitting Congress people saying this insane shit.
Black women live in fear and agony every
I'm
single
so
day.
tired of her.
A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way.
Yes, someone's teenage son was murdered, but please keep in mind the real victims here. Black women.
I don't know what he had.
It was like it seemed like it was a multi-tool, almost like a Swiss Army.
Like with like with the little scissors and everything and whatever. So it was small.
Your Honor, the knife my client used to kill the man was small.
I want to refer you guys back to the Andrew Williams perspective of what kind of black person Jasmine Crockett is.
You've got the house Negro. Now, people like to say that's me because I'm saying white people talking points, or I'm upholding white supremacy or something ridiculous. The modern day house Negro is both Democrat and Republican. They work in the establishment. They profit off of the culture of chaos, the music. If they're Democrat, they'll sit back and defend the nigga behavior. If they're a black Republican, they don't live commonly in the black areas. They're completely segregated from the black area, which is fine in their own right. But they act as if they're the alternative, but they're unrelatable.
What? By the way, I've not seen a single Democrat politician come out and disavow this idiot.
They
So
probably
until
all
then,
agree.
I'm just going to assume they all agree. What's funny is they can't come out and disavow it because they'll all be attacked and called racist, and they know it. This was a viral Substack written by a university professor. Are you ready for this? Dear
Probably
Jeff
not,
Metcalf,
but go ahead.
your son is dead because you failed to teach him that black boys have boundaries. Yesterday evening, Jeff Metcalf,
Oh
the
my
father of
God.
Austin Metcalf.
Wait a minute. Isn't because you have boundaries? Isn't because Karmelo didn't respect boundaries, he's in jail? I'm confused. Am I lost?
Used his victim impact statement to address Karmelo Anthony directly after he was sentenced to 35 years after the court treated his act of survival as murder. The elder Metcalf reportedly
survival.
described Austin as a boy, twin, son, leader, true warrior. He remembered him as a baby grabbing his finger. He talked about teaching him to fish, watching him take his first buck, and seeing him grow up too fast. He spoke of a scholarship created in Austin's memory and said his family has been robbed. And right there, his own words, Jeff Metcalf told on himself. In your own memorial language,
What did he tell
you
on
told us
himself?
about the kind of white boyhood Austin was raised inside. It was a
Oh,
boyhood
God.
steeped in conquest language, hunting rituals, warrior fantasies, masculine toughness, and the romance of force. You told us about a child praised for not just being kind, curious, gentle, or careful, but for becoming a leader and a warrior in a racist culture where those words too often mean dominance. This psycho saw a grieving father describe his son as a leader and a warrior and freak the fuck out because his son is white and therefore that's like white supremacy or some shit. In their world, white people are like only allowed to hate themselves, right? That's why libs are often the way that they are, just like absolute cucks, just like rolling over and showing their bellies. Haha, white people can't dance. Haha, white people, like, they don't season their food. Because being anything other than that gets you treated like this. Reminder that this is a professor in a college teaching students right now, and you wonder why people are the way that they are.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna just play the video.
I swear we had it made in the 90s. I swear that was like peak normalcy. Do you feel that way? Maybe I'm just like
Yeah,
a stupid
I think
millennial
so,
like
kinda.
nostalgia because I was a child back then and didn't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like race relations were better back then because it was all like, oh, we don't see color, and then they flipped it and they were like, actually, if you don't see color, you're racist. You have to acknowledge your white privilege and you're a colonizer.
Right.
Like, what the I feel like my worldview's just been shattered. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean we can't just all be in a circle and sing Kumbaya? What
We went
is
from
this?
no
Like, I was
color
always taught
to
from my parents, from my teachers,
extreme
like, we
color.
shouldn't judge people on their skin color, blah, 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 blah. And like, were these people just not taught that? Were they not taught that? I feel like they were just taught from a young age, like, white people bad, like, it was just hammered into their fucking heads. And like, honestly, like, white people get told that in like university. Like, they go to college and they get told, white people bad, white people bad. It's really upsetting that a family had to bury their child, and it's all being overshadowed by insane people trying to make it
Literally
about
insane.
race. In a normal world, it wouldn't be about race, but we don't live in a normal world. I would like to believe a majority of people don't believe in some like civil war, race war thing and still believe in the kumbaya bullshit. Like, I just want to be like, okay, this is just a minority of crazy people on the internet. At least that's what I tell myself.
I think it is minority, bro.
So that was that video. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of my brain breaking. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. We have started doing Patreon only live streams. The last one was a lot of fun, so I would love to see you there at the next one. And I will see
That was cool. She's right though about a lot of things, and I agree with her on pretty much everything. I don't think she said anything I disagree with. And I've said this before on the channel, and I'm gonna keep saying it. We need to be accountable. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and until next time.